Well, to start off, I have a little passage I'd like to read that may or may not have anything to do with your campaign.
Okay.
Every 9 years, 9 men enter the house so that I may deliver them from all evil. I hear their steps, their voices in the depths of the stone galleries, and I run joyfully to find them. The ceremony lasts a few minutes. They fall one after another without my having to bloody my hands. They remain where they fell, and their bodies help distinguish one gallery from another. I do not know who they were, but I know that one of them prophesied at the moment of his death that some day my Redeemer would come. Since then, my loneliness does not pain me, because I know my Redeemer lives, and he will finally rise above the dust. If my ear could capture all the sounds of the world, I should hear his steps. I hope he will take me to a place with fewer galleries and fewer doors. What will my Redeemer be like, I ask myself? Will he be a bull or a man? Will he perhaps be a bull with the face of a man? Or will he be like me? Who's ready to play some D&D?
Yeah.
Hell yes.
That really set the
it
fucking
definitely
tone.
It definitely sounded like you said a bull or a man, and I took everything in me to not immediately laugh.
Or a man.
No, that's a different thing.
Am I a man? Or am I a
Alright.
Muppet?
Where are we starting?
All right. So we're going to be starting. Let's start first with Chris and Mazdun. You two wake up in pitch blackness. There's someone running towards you, a child. They're holding something out to you. What do you guys do?
You said Chris and me, right?
Yes.
Sorry.
Well, you said pitch blackness. I have dark vision.
I was about to say, he said pitch black, but you guys
Pitch
can see
blackness.
him because you both have dark
we
vision.
both have dark vision.
Bo knows what's up.
Unless it's magical. Darkness.
I mean, they can see the child, so.
So you said he's holding something out. Is it like a letter?
He's kind of far off. He's holding something in his hand, running up towards you guys.
Uh-huh.
So it's going to take him a second to get to you. You can prepare how you like.
He's got a gun.
He's got a gun. Stop resisting.
I'm just gonna wait for him to catch up to us.
Okay. Chris, anything in particular?
I'm gonna put my hand on my sword.
The child runs up to you, holding up an apple in his hand, kind of reaching it out to you too.
I'm gonna take my hand off of my sword.
Do either of you take the apple?
I'll take the apple.
You take the apple.
Uh-huh.
You can't see the child's face at all. But then suddenly, the child falls to his knees, dead.
What?
All right, on to the next one.
You can't just stop there. Whatever. Fuck it.
All right, next we
I'm in.
have Jared and Kyle. You two are in pitch blackness. You don't know where you are. As soon as you try to make that noise, Jared, you notice that you can't speak. Your throat is closing up, both of you.
Are there peanuts around?
I look around and like try to see what the hell is where I am. Is
Darkness
there a
envelops
gas
you.
leaking in? And I am passing out, I guess.
I need
Try to run
you
backwards.
both to go ahead and make a strength save.
Strength saving
Right.
throw. Oh
Yep.
boy, it was good knowing you guys.
Later,
Is this
guys.
a strength saving throw of their
I guess I'm rolling a physical
Well, I
die
guess
at a minus
it
2.
should be a
That was the wrong die,
athletics.
Oh,
Oh,
athletics,
check?
you say?
no.
Okay.
No, it's strength.
No.
It is strength. I'm crazy.
Never mind.
Strength saving throw. Woo, -2. I got an 11 modified.
11
I got a
modified.
4.
A
Hell
4.
yeah!
All right. And we
Hold it
move
there,
on.
listen.
Mitchell,
Alright.
our last person.
Wow,
You
of
find
course I
yourself.
gotta be alone. I see.
You find yourself in the dark hallway.
I look down both directions.
Behind you is a brick wall. There's no turning back. There's only forward.
Pick up my shield and start walking at a
What is
brisk
this?
pace.
SCP-087-B?
You see a corner along the furthest point in this hallway, and around the corner is the Minotaur. It looks you dead in the eyes and starts to charge at you.
I ready my sword.
It starts to lunge at you. I'm going to give you the first attack because you readied yourself, you said.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and make that attack roll for me.
I have to do this via Discord.
Oh, you don't have your dice?
No, I why would I bring my dice to a place that I might leave them permanently?
True.
True.
D20 plus. Does it not work? Does it only work in it only works in Dice Tower? Nice.
Yeah, Dice Tower's the Dice Tower.
Plus. Wow, what the fuck, dude? Why did it do the +5 at the beginning?
Plus
I
5,
believe in you,
exclamation
Ted.
point, roll, space, 20.
False. It was dash roll? Wait.
No.
I'm pretty sure it is
Oh,
Oh, there it is.
There's no roll. There's no roll. You just type exclamation point 1d20 plus 5.
That's lame.
Did he just get a natural 20?
He did.
Yeah,
and
I
it
just-
He
won't
did.
matter.
I just
Nice job,
stole
Jared.
that roll. Thank you, I try.
This
Can
is
I
how
just
you do
take
it,
that?
guys. Whoa, okay.
Hey, there you go.
All right.
Okay, no more
What's
complaining.
what's the damage?
The damage is 1d8 plus 3.
All right.
1d8 plus 3. 2 damage. No, 5
No,
damage.
5. Okay. Oh man. 1d8 plus 3 get 2 damage.
All right.
Wait a minute.
You're attacking with your sword. Is there any particular area you're aiming for?
Not really. Yes. Left leg along the. What's that artery there, Jared? You know these
The
terms.
femoral artery. You're gonna try to
yes.
shatter a minotaur's femur. You know what? With that kind of roll.
Not
Femoral
shatter.
artery.
No, cut the artery, not the
Behind
bone
the
itself.
kneecap
artery
patella,
boner.
there's the major artery that runs down the leg, and you're trying to bleed the creature out, I'm assuming.
I used to be a minotaur like you, and then I took a longsword to the knee.
Mid thigh.
Yeah.
All right. You swing, and there's a bright flash of white light. All of you wake up, and I need you all to give me, I guess we're calling this a madness check.
Is it a D20 plus?
I'm gonna roll. Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna roll in Dice Tower.
I got a 13.
Oh fuck me.
Wait, I don't. So
I got
for
15.
Madison, your
an eight?
madness.
Mine's an 8, but what's the? Is that a minus
Some-
1?
Yes.
Okay. So I got a 4.
Nice.
Oh,
Yikes.
We've got some good rolls tonight, boys.
Starting off
All right.
strong.
So, Mitchell, you doing all right. Jared, you not doing all right. Kyle, you're... Yeah. And Chris, you're all right. So, first, we'll look back at, in order, Madison and Chris. Wait. Oh, yeah. Madison, you've seen something unnatural. You've seen something terrifying that we'll get to in a second. I need you to go ahead and roll a D100.
What?
Alright.
I don't have one of those.
2D10, Chris.
Oh my god, I got it.
I roll 2d10.
Oh,
When
wait.
no. When you roll a
Oh.
D100, that's 2D10.
That's what the
Oh, okay,
percentile die is for.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
What'd you get, Madison?
0. So,
So 100.
10. Yeah.
Yeah, if
Wow.
both dice fall on the zeros, then you got the 100.
Yeah.
hell
Well,
yeah.
I was okay. Yeah, I was looking for.
Holy
All
shit.
right. So Madison.
No.
Yeah.
All right. Madison.
So the
got
sun
zeros on-
explodes.
No, if you got zeros on both, it should be
Yeah,
a
yeah.
10.
No. I rolled a 100.
No, it's
yeah.
it's
I rolled
0,
an actual
1
D100.
through 100.
Yeah, my mind went bloop for a second, but that's a 100.
No.
not a 10.
D100 does not include 0. What?
No,
No,
I mean like the 2 zeros. So the
yeah.
10 on the D100
It's
is just a 10. The 2 zeros is a 100.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Madison, you fall unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you fall unconscious for... Okay.
Just
You'll
for
find
something
out
like-
when you wake up.
God damn.
Sounds good.
So does
Alright.
she just like fall over? Like she
Yeah.
starts standing up and just falls over?
So, first of all, we have Chris and Madison waking up from their slumber. They look out and they spot something happen. Chris takes it all right. Madison looks at this and falls immediately unconscious. On the
Can I,
other
like-
side of the room, we have Jared and Kyle at each other's throats right now. Jared, overcome by madness, is taking Kyle over, who's actually sane right now. So, the madness in this case would be Jared choking Kyle, and Kyle trying to choke him back and failing.
There's just this tiny gnome strangling a lizard person, freaking the hell out,
Are you reaching up to me? Am I just on the
screeching in
ground?
deep speech.
Mhm.
Yep. And Kyle?
Hmm?
Actually, Jared, roll
Or undercommon,
1d4.
rather. 1d4? Oh god.
What?
Kyle, you take 1 damage.
Oh no!
Is this where we get to do things?
Last part, we have Mitchell, who's just chopped off the leg of your god names.
Mino Tower.
Not gnome. Goblin. He's
Oh.
chopped off the leg of a goblin. And it's shrieking, blood pouring out. Then it proceeds to die.
Oh.
Good.
This is the incident of the Madison and Chris. What they see.
So Madison just saw a goblin
I'm
with its
such
leg
a
chopped off.
pussy. What?
That's
And-
a lot to take in.
At this moment, you guys realize that your memories are hazy. You have enormous headaches and can't remember all but a few details of your life. You have some form of amnesia. What you remember is the stuff we have been talking about
Amnesia.
with me. So, not too terribly much is what you remember.
Cool.
Nice.
Cool.
This is where we begin our story. Proceed however you like.
So I like start to come to my senses as I'm trying to
I'm
strangle
gonna
this
kick him
lizard
off.
person.
I'm
Yeah, so like my eyes come out of their haze just in time to look at you, get confused, and then get like punted back
I'm gonna kick the
by
shit
a
out of him.
massive lizard leg.
What should I do?
And so I go I don't know I'm just gonna accept the push rather than make
Are
you
you
roll.
trying
Of
to hurt
course,
him,
you're
Kyle?
flying. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's fair.
Full
I was
force.
mauling you.
So lizard folk. I don't
Yeah.
think you guys have a special unarmed.
Oh, I can
strike.
bite him.
I think they have a
Ooh.
bite.
Yeah, let me
Yes.
bite this motherfucker.
You said kick. You said kick.
You
Nope,
did say
bite.
kick.
Damn it. Yeah, alright, whatever.
Don't kill me.
It was the first thought
Did you
that came
read the
to your head.
comments on that
So,
post you just
Jared,
linked?
That's why I
unarmed
left
strike.
it as an open-ended question.
Unarmed attack. He needs to roll plus strength and proficiency,
Okay. So
and then I
Alright,
think it's like
D20.
1 plus your strength modifier damage.
Yeah. Fucking 6. Nice.
So Jared, your armor class beats a
It's
6.
15. Yeah.
So
I get pushed back.
No, you definitely push me back. Like I'm small. I'm a gnome. A little like very
Jared gets
dark
pushed-
gray-skinned gnome.
Jared gets pushed off, but there is no damage in this case.
Yeah, I get
Can I-
shoved back and tumble.
Can I take the rope out of my bag and like tie Jared up?
Yeah.
No! Put that away. It's fine. I'm sorry. I was confused for a moment. There's no need for hog tying. I'm one of them, and I point at the goblin, kind of disgusted.
Well, if you're gonna start choking people for no reason, this is what's gonna happen.
It was dark. I was confused. I'm sorry. It's kind of.
I'm gonna
embarrassing,
cower
I'm
in
not
the
gonna
corner of the room.
You're in timeout for right now.
lie. This is demeaning. I refuse to accept this punishment from you.
Yo,
I'm
Around
gonna
this
cower in the
time,
corner of the
Madison,
room.
you wake up.
Alright. I'm just kind of sitting there rubbing my head, wondering why the hell I fell
You-
over from that.
Your eyes
and-
glance across the room and you see the goblin bleeding, bled out.
Like
Laura.
he's like dead, right?
Yeah.
Like not a fresh bleed out.
I mean, I think we
Well,
just
I'm-
watched him bleed
Well,
to death.
I'm asking, and I'm not getting a response from the DM.
No,
Oh,
Bo
oh.
said earlier
No,
that the goblin died in front of us.
yeah, Mitchell, you attacking the Minotaur's leg cut the goblin leg's leg
I
off.
realized that much.
Yeah.
It was more
Wait, the
of like
Minotaur
was
was
this...
actually a goblin?
Mm-hmm.
That seems to be the implication.
Yes.
You there with the sword? I'm assuming you have a sword, Ted.
Yeah.
You there with the sword? You seem to have your head about you. Who are you? Where are we? And I look around.
Start rubbing my temples.
Oh wait a minute.
Someone shut the short one up, please.
Short! Short! I am perfectly average for my people, I'll have you know.
Jared, you said you looked around the room. You guys are currently in a little cave. There's one opening towards the front leading out.
I look that way. Is it dark out there as well?
It's sunrise.
Oh, so I can see like outside?
Yes.
Oh man,
It's a short little cave.
Yeah, I peek over there and like maybe some of the rays of light hit my eye and I shy away and squint. Ah! Horrible. Where did I put my sunglasses? Let me look over the lenses. Oh no, they must have fallen out. Somebody help me find them.
I'm staring directly at the goblin. And
I start
drooling.
feeling around in the ground like Velma.
Nice imagery.
Right.
I hand him his glasses and untie him.
Oh no, the lenses are completely broken. Oh, this will not do.
You're an engineer. I'm sure you can figure it out.
As an engineer,
Horrible lizard creature must have fallen on them during the. Ah! Keep it back! Keep it back!
I'm
I
gonna
like the
move.
commitment.
I'm gonna move over to the goblin and just
I'm gonna
lurch over it.
start
Lurch over.
brushing
Lurch
off
is a good word.
the blood from my sword and kind of resheath it.
So you all
So
are.
do any of you know where we are?
I wish I had a clue. I mean, if we go outside, we may be able to. Well, we would be able to discern something from the stars were it night, but it seems as though the sun would be rising. Meaning, I don't need to explain myself to you. We should head out.
Sure.
Those two start walking
Well, if
towards the
that
exit, I
is an
assume.
ascent.
Seems reasonable.
I'm gonna start putting my mouth around the goblin and start eating him.
Be quick about it.
Are you trying to be sly about this,
Is-
or
Sort of, yeah.
You wait until
Yeah.
we're more or less gone.
I'm just gonna.
Take a little
all
spaghetti.
right? And take a little nibble out of a dead
Little.
goblin.
Does anyone know what this thing is and why it's eating this
The
thing?
lizard? I don't know. The cold-blooded types are always a little off. Just ignore it. It'll be fine. It's just a goblin.
Kind of look back and forth between the. What is Jared's character's name?
Well, if you must ask, my name is. I think it was Sidman. I don't. For some reason, my memory is a little hazy. Yeah, Sidman Itabid, at your service.
This is gonna be.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like looking back and forth between Sidman and the gore fest in the corner. Just
Don't
kinda
worry, I'm
back
sure the
away
lizard was already
slowly,
infested with parasites. It's not like
walking
eating a
out of the
goblin is going to make the
cave.
situation any worse. Let's keep walking. He'll catch
And I just turn around and just walk.
up.
Okay. Once you two make
Feeling
it
a
to
little
the
more nauseous.
once you make it to the mouth of the cave, you look out and you see that you're pretty high up. Actually, there's paths leading down, but you're able to glance and you're able to see for a good long distance.
Hunt the gnome off the mountain.
The second I see that we're like at a high elevation, I kind of like back up and like grab onto the wall of the cave and say, "No, okay, have fun. Go scouting without me. I'll just stay right here where it's
Gonna
safe." And I don't.
give the poor little gnome a hefty pat on the back.
No, don't push me. Okay, it's just a pat.
Looking out, actually, anyone in particular? Are you looking for anything at all?
Yeah, I'm gonna be standing out at the cave entrance, kind of
Okay.
looking around, trying to see if there's like an actual visual path or anything.
If you can give me a perception check.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy. What do your half-elven eyes see?
Roll the 12.
All right.
Enough.
So, the major things of which you see is that you're currently on a mountain range. Behind you, you're not really sure all that much, but down below, you can see a forest of some sort. Very far off in the distance, there's some other mountain range. And between the forest and those mountains, there's some cities, towns, spread across. Distances apart is hard to tell, but you can tell that it would be like a day's or two travel between them. Above, you actually spot a couple green dragons flying in the air.
Oh, good.
I say we avoid those.
I'm going back in the cave. Goodbye. Thank you.
Have fun
I'm
with the
gonna
lizard.
walk.
You'll make a nice snack.
I'm gonna
Please.
come out. I'm gonna
I'll
come
take
out
my.
the cave.
You start walking towards the mouth of the cave, and I retreat from you, so I'm out in the open.
I'm just gonna stare at him.
Lick your lips.
Sidman,
I'll lick my
think about it this
eyeball.
way. You're already closer to the ground than the rest of us, so you won't have nearly as long of a fall.
Fair
I love it.
point. Like I'm barely paying attention to what you say, but I say fair point, maintaining eye contact with the lizard.
You think I could fit him in my backpack?
Maybe if I curled up
Give it a
small
try.
enough.
Just carry him around like a child.
Who has a better tail than
was-
Sidman the Broken?
Jared, what was that anal circumference chart?
Oh God!
Whoa, now.
To figure out the diameter of a gnome.
Someone already did the math of this.
Anyways,
I thought that was more for raccoons, though.
No,
whoa!
no. So
It's a whole
there,
green text.
there was a
We'll find
Yeah.
it and put a link at some for some point. But yeah, I guess I kind of cling to the paladin. I cling to Ted's character and kind of hide behind him from the lizard. And say, okay,
Kinda
let's
roll
keep
my
moving.
eyes
Let's
and
keep
just
moving. I don't.
keep walking.
Those things are gonna see us at any point. Let's get beneath cover.
All right. Are you guys heading down the mountain, up the mountain?
Yes.
I want
Down.
to head the nearest trees.
Yeah, since we're high up, is it like a forest underneath of us?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to go down
go
towards the
there.
tree line to get hidden from the dragons.
I agree.
That shit scares the fuck out of me. I ain't gonna get eaten today.
All right. You start walking your way along the paths. Nothing too terribly much to notice. At the very bottom of said mountain that you're climbing down, there's one cabin alone. No one in sight. Looks pretty well upkept. But you can choose to go to it or not. Just proceed towards the cities of which you know are out there.
We get down towards level ground, and I'm not worried about the cabin. I start like picking up rocks and kissing them, like, "Oh, ground, thank you for being so close."
I say
I'm
we
gonna look.
go ahead.
I'm gonna look out and see what's around.
You got your cabin.
Anything? Just
So
the
we head
cabin?
straight to
nothing
the
else?
city.
Did any of you get a good look at what direction those towns were in? I say, I get kind of like just casually moving towards the cabin as we progress, kind of shifting our walk. So we're not really taking a full turn, but heading towards it. Is there like a path around it, or any like farming going on? Like,
So it's a
you said it
log
looks
cabin.
maintained.
It's maintained in the sense of the area around it is grass, no trees. The cabin itself is made of wood. There's a couple stumps around, so you could assume that the person knows at least how to chop a tree or two, and that's how they're getting firewood and stuff. But you don't see any major farming areas or anything. Maybe a little garden with a couple tomatoes, but nothing of particular note to point out.
I walk up to one of the tree stumps and kick it and look at it quizzically.
Looks like a tree stump. You can tell by the rings that it's
What is this
pretty
thing?
old.
It's like a tower cap stump, only hard and much denser looking.
What do you mean a tower cap stump?
The
Have you never seen a
mushrooms.
fucking tree stump?
Oh, this is a part of a tree. I see. Okay. I stroke my beard.
Where are you from, little man?
Not here.
Obviously.
What I'm
Doesn't help the
wondering
question.
Is this structure made from tree? Fascinating.
how did we all end up together? Maybe if we find whoever lives in this cabin, we can get some information about what's going on here.
Do you think this cabin owner would have ownership over the cave? Maybe they would know of it. Well, there's only one way to find out. Nose goes, and I touch my nose.
I'm licking my nose.
He's trying to lick his eye, but he's not quite flexible enough.
Okay, lizard.
I say, the strong one go.
So it does speak. and it is not completely unwise.
I'm gonna hiss at him.
It was a compliment, however backhanded it may have been. Yes, I suggest you go, shielded, fair-haired one. What is your name, anyways?
I don't have hair.
Shielded, hairless man?
Hairless ape.
Hairless
You-
ape? Hairless biped. Just one of those famous chickens I have heard so much about.
At this point, I think it would be a good idea for us to go down the list and give a little description of our, at least physical appearance of our characters.
Excellent.
Let's go ahead and
Alright.
start with Abbas.
Fuck.
What color
I-
are you?
Black and gold.
Sick,
Damn,
okay,
bougie
okay.
motherfucker.
Alright.
What's black and what's gold?
The main
I
body
don't
of
think you
me.
want to know.
The main body of me is black, but then I have like gold markings and pattern around me. My little fray at the top of my head is gold. Has a dark, as it's going out, a darker shade of gold, and that's it.
Okay.
Gold
Bumblebee
eyes.
Argonian. Sick.
And
Yeah,
from
we
your
call it
appearance,
sick
is it clear to say that what class you are, or
Well,
little
yeah,
bit
what kind of
farther.
equipment are you carrying around?
I am wearing like shabby leather armor and a big, I guess, not a club, a stick with a huge rock at the end.
Definitely a barbarian.
Yeah. But no.
Totally a barbarian, right?
All right,
So yeah, that's
That's
about
about.
it.
all right, Sidmund.
Sidman is he's like, I don't know, 3 or 4 feet tall. He's pretty average for a gnome, but obviously basically child stature. He would have been very similar in size to that goblin. But yeah, he's got the kind of classic underdark skin tone, the dark bluish gray. He's got like a wiry white beard and this very wide brimmed hat. It's not like a pointy wizard's hat, but it's definitely got like a little. It's got some sort of cap to the top. I have to find an appropriately weird hat picture at some point. But I've not got a ton on me. There's a loop of like thickly braided string hanging from my belt and a sack about the size of a softball knotted like very complexly. But I'm constantly squinting out in the sunlight trying to keep my vision clear.
All right, Chris.
Tanelia has sort of like pale white hair tied into a bun. She's got like fair skin, but it's sort of like dirty, like she had rubbed like some mud on it or whatever. She's wearing like a brown leather type armor, but it's got like leaves on it for like camouflage and stuff. And she's got like some sort of faded like tribal tattoos down like spaced out down both arms. That's about it.
Also, at this point, Chris, you would
Yeah.
have someone with you
Someone?
if you'd like
Someone?
to talk about them,
Oh,
or it, I should
It.
say.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have my loyal companion. Hang on a minute.
You just got to
Blank-
remember his
blanking
name.
on the name. Acalia, my wolf pet.
does it just come trotting up out of the woods like, oh hey, you're finally out of the cave?
Yeah, pretty much. And then and sort of fucking barks at me and runs up to me.
Ah! Run! Everybody run!
Acalia comes up to me and sits like a good girl, and I pat her head.
I am hiding behind the tree.
And upon
Hate
the
how you say
screams for running, we see something else come out of the woods alongside the dog. Jared, would you like to introduce it?
Wait, are we talking about my
Yes.
artificer companion?
Yes.
Oh god, okay. So it's this kind of weird like almost gorilla proportioned robot. It's kind of like just trundling forward. It's just.
Please tell me it has the big arms.
It's got the big arms and the little legs, and they've got big like clamps at the end.
Oh
You really like the
my
word trundle,
god.
don't you?
I love the word
Jesus
trundle. It's one of my favorites. But like the way its gait moves, it's kind of like one of the what are the Strand beasts, where the contact point basically is working like a wheel. It's moving along very smoothly. But it's got these like little steam pipes with little caps that flap open as they release little puffs of gas. And it kind of slows to a stop on a leg and a half as it like leans over into a vaguely balanced position besides me.
So the face or head, does it have an individual head or number of
It's
eyes?
got kind of like a vaguely face-shaped array of lenses in like its upper chest. And I think as it rolls up to me, I like you can see Sidman visibly has an idea, and he starts like pulling tools out of this little bag on his belt and like popping lenses out to fix his glasses.
So does it have its own head, or is it like the face on a chest portion?
It's like in the upper chest.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
kind of between the pecs, I guess.
Okay.
Kind of moving up to the face. I'll draw a picture of this thing at some point. This will be fun.
So when those two come out of the woods, they're actually together when they come out, and they are, as you can tell, not afraid of one another. It seems as if they know each other. And on that note, we'll move on to Madison.
Okay. Sala is obviously a tiefling, but she doesn't have like the demonic red skin. She just looks kind of normal besides the black horns and tail. She has black hair. Doesn't have armor, like generic blouse and stuff.
Just wearing clothes.
Yeah, that's about it.
Fair.
For your horns, are they like any particular shape?
They're kind of long, like they curve back. Not like ram horns, but
Because ram would be more curly, yeah?
yeah, I don't know, they're like pointing backwards, but like
Kind of low.
yeah, ish. I'm working on a drawing of her, which is fun. I'll share that at some point.
What class are you playing?
Sorcerer.
Only one way to find out.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's a secret.
Shush, shush, no tells.
Worst kept secret ever.
All right. And then lastly, Ted.
Well, Tylane of House Fenair is visibly a paladin. He's about 5'10", completely bald, with slightly longer than normal ears for a half elf, so he looks a bit more elven.
He's a pointy human.
Wearing a circlet on his head, which I'm sure Sidman is wondering how he manages to have it stay so perfectly still with nothing to grip to.
No, you can adjust. You can adjust for very tight tolerances with such a cleanly shaven bald head. I respect it.
He's wearing chain, and you can see some more holy looking like clothes sticking out from beneath, and he's carrying a longsword, shield. Looks kind of stern, but also slightly warm. Not temperature, but you know.
Yeah.
I guess as everyone's taking around, like looking around, I would bring up. Well, I've introduced myself. Who are all of you? And try to get names out of people. Because I definitely said my name was Sidman. Madison, you're playing Sala. You said. I just want to write these all
Sala.
down.
Yeah,
Ted,
I
you're playing
should write
Tylane.
those.
How do you spell that?
I'm not worrying about spellings.
It's like
SALA.
salsa, but without The extra
Yes,
S.
just call me
Precisely.
Salsa.
And I look at the lizard and the ranger. And you are?
Abbas.
Well, I
Bless
don't
you.
think you'd be much of a boss fight.
I start
Ooh.
drooling, looking at him.
Got him.
Get him.
I kind of grab Sidman by the head and kind of move him, just like lift him up a little bit and move him a little bit away from the lizard.
Take the rock gnome and put it over there.
Punt the gnome.
This can be done.
It's already happened once. I guess it wasn't really a punt, but I got kicked.
Chris,
Yeah.
what's your name?
Tanelia.
How do you spell that?
Tanelia.
Perfect.
Uh,
Tanelia
last
and your
name
dog?
last name Birwin. Biwarin.
Oh, uh-oh.
And your dog's
Okay.
name?
Acalia. I believe it's Accalia, meaning she-wolf in Latin.
Sure, that
Ooh,
works.
ooh.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Sidman, Sala, Kylane, Tanelia, and Abbas.
Tylane, not Kylane.
Did I say? Oh, fuck, I did put a K there.
Kylane with an H.
But where
Ban
is
him.
it?
I'm still upset.
Calm down. It's not real.
And that was how I
Right.
saved the land.
So of the lot of us, would anybody have the social wherewithal to introduce us to the homeowner?
I kind of shrug, and you all wanted me to do it anyway. And so I just kind of turn around and start walking over and
Have
rap
I
on
ever
the door.
been in this forest before? Or is
Uh,
this new territory?
This may or may not be new territory. You haven't really explored the forest yet, so you're not sure.
So I wouldn't recognize this cabin
Not
or
off the
layout
bat, at
Okay.
least.
Also, as I am knocking on the door, I'm going to well, actually no. When the door opens, I'm going to use my divine sense
Okay.
if it opens.
It's gonna start glowing and gain yourself a worshiper in this game too.
So,
Just don't even knock on the door, just
That's-
kick the bitch open.
so you walk up, knock on the door, and you
Mm-hmm.
hear a female voice inside, off in the distance. 1 second! And you hear footsteps start coming, supposedly down a set of stairs, along the floor, getting closer, and a door opens. Proceed with your divine sense. Is that
It's just an action till the end of my next turn, which whatever. You know the location of any celestial, fiend, undead within 60 feet of you that is not behind total cover. You know that any being whose presence you sense, but not its identity, within the same radius. You also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated.
Ooh, okay.
Interesting.
Looking for strong evil.
interesting?
Cool.
So, a door opens, and there's a human human male standing there.
Wait.
Yes. And he meets you. Voice much higher than what you would have thought.
He's a dude.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
She's a
Hello.
dude.
Hello. How do you all do?
We're doing all right. Do you happen to know where we are?
Well, obviously in the forest.
Huh.
Very useful.
I kind of
I kind of start mumbling behind him.
gesture vaguely, more of like region, nearby towns, kind of woke up in a cave,
We're a little lost.
and I kind of point behind me up the trail. Roundabout's up there.
Wait, you don't remember where you are?
Not in the slightest.
That was the implication, yes.
Immediately screams as loud as they can, slams the door, and runs off towards the upstairs.
I turn back
Alright.
around. Now that was just rude.
Incredibly! I cannot believe you surface dwellers sometimes. First
I
you start
turn-
eating goblins, then you lock the... Oh my gosh.
I turn back around and I go,
Was that a slap?
nah, it was a hefty knock, but my mic didn't pick it up.
Oh, okay.
Much
Just knock on
heftier.
the door once. Just
Uh,
boom.
it was 3, but again, Mike didn't pick it
okay.
up. Thank you
Right.
for listening.
Well, you can knock once.
Just
Then
shield bash the door in.
I
Can you
The-
did.
break in?
You do not hear the person come towards the door.
I kind of jiggle the handle.
Oh, we
She seems to know something.
We
door
forgot
is actually
to
open.
ask for bread and salt before we... Yes, I see.
I lean in. I open the door slightly and lean in and go, "We won't hurt you. We just need help." Kind of shouting a little loud.
Oh, the door's open, and I just walk in.
You, Jared's on his way in. Okay.
I'm like, I've got the door like cracked like 6 inches.
I'm
He can
small.
fit.
I have a 6-inch diameter.
So you hear the voice
I
upstairs.
walk in under your arm.
Go away! Go away! Leave!
Why?
I'm gonna stretch forward and use my other hand to grasp the head of the halfling like a basketball. And
Just pull me back
drag
out.
him backwards.
What? The door was unlocked. That's practically an invitation.
No,
Wait, is he a
no.
halfling?
Just because they are rude does not mean you get to be rude. Now go stand over there.
How
And I
is
point
anything?
behind me.
Clearly, you know nothing about polite setup. And I just keep wandering off, mumbling angrily. I go sit on the tree.
Stop saying Tariq.
As he comes back out, Akalia's ears perk a little bit, and she kind of does that thing where like she turns her head to the side, looking at Sidman.
I'm mumbling in undercommon about how surface dwellers know nothing about polite society. Everybody knows an unlocked door is literally an invitation. It's a sign of being open for business.
I think your
Ignorant.
wolf is hungry.
I'm going to continue to yell upstairs.
I'm just gonna.
What are you? Anything in particular that you're yelling?
He's just
No. I'm kind of voicing that I am a paladin of the cloth. Please, we mean no harm. We just need help.
I'm gonna
It
patrol
doesn't
around.
matter who the flip you are. Just continuing to freak out. It is all the response you really get out of this person.
I start talking to the wolf and I say, and he called me rude. Take a hint.
Is there a way to get up on the second floor outside?
You're a lizard.
like
You
a
can do
lip?
it.
Kyle's just
I-
climbing.
I'm gonna try and climb up.
Yeah, it would definitely be a climb of some sort because it's a small house, not too big. But on the second level, it would also be a window that you'd have to open to get in. There's no balcony or anything like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and do that.
All right.
That
Oh,
athletics
Jesus,
check.
fuck.
Yeah. So athletics to
Yes, the
Climb
people that
with
are
your brute
terrified. Let
strength.
us.
is
got a 13.
anyone going to try and stop him? I'm going to also ask as he starts to head off
I'm
towards
talking to a dog, so
And I'm currently peeking my head inside the house, so I don't really see it.
it. All right. So
No one says anything else. Cool.
Got
Give a fuck.
13.
13.
Yep.
All right. You start to scale the wall. It takes you a little bit. And you're up by the window. You can see a bedroom on the inside, but you don't see the person in this room.
I'm just gonna creep in. And
I'm assuming you open said
oh yeah, I'm
window.
gonna open the window. Yeah.
As soon as you start raising the window, you can immediately hear the person's screams coming from this a closet in this room, actually.
All right.
The screams probably make me look up.
I'll go over to the
I
closet.
also lean back and look up and start yelling, "What are you doing up there, you actual reptile?"
I mean, he's not wrong.
You literal reptile, yes.
I'll go up to the closet. I'll try to peek my eye through. See what's through. Do I see anything?
You see the man cowering in the corner, hands covering their head.
I'm gonna start
kinda
rushing
slow-
upstairs, seeing him climb inside the window.
I'm gonna open the door and just pick them up by the collar. Not the collar, the back of the shirt, whatever.
So, okay. So, Mitchell's running up the stairs. You're trying to grab them, is the first thing. So go ahead. What should that be?
Melee attack, I think?
Wouldn't it be like a grapple?
Yeah, so grappling, you make a melee attack, and then like you start getting opposed strength saving throws or some shit. I don't remember.
Melee.
Well, I mean, it's just your strength modifier and your proficiency bonus.
Oh. Okay.
I can look up grapple rules real quick. 5e grapple.
I got an 11.
All right. Give me 1 second.
So
So
do I
you
plus
use the attack
my
action to make a
proficiency?
special melee attack, and
So do I add my proficiency bonus to it?
okay. Seize the target by making a grapple check instead of an attack roll. It's a strength athletics check. Okay, so it's opposed checks between a strength check, and then the defender can do either a strength or an acrobatics.
Oh, okay.
That's
So I
kinda
got an
wacky.
11.
You got an 11?
Yep.
Where'd that page go? Okay. And this person, they actually do not get grabbed by you. They rush out right underneath your arms, and they actually head for the window. They proceed to jump out the window, trying to escape you.
Okay.
Oh,
At this
God.
point, Mitchell enters the room. And you
What
hear
did
a
you
little
do?
I'm screaming.
you hear a little thud on the outside.
Oh God!
Should we pursue him?
I'm look very confused. Pursue where?
I'm gonna jump out the window.
You're
Doesn't even respond. Okay.
just jump out the window without. Okay.
Acrobatics check.
Or something, yeah. Saving throw?
I'm going to look up fall
3d6
damage.
Actually, no, yeah, it's just
No,
fall
wait,
damage. It's
what?
a d6 per 10 feet.
What? I don't get anything.
No. No.
Yeah,
you
not when
just
you just
jump out
leap
the
out of
window.
window.
Gravity saving throw.
Might
Fall
be.
damage D&D 5e. All right,
It's 1d6 per 10 foot of damage.
All right.
Standard.
Second floor is like what, 20 feet? Most of the time?
Well, that would be the roof of the second floor, possibly. I think it's just the one
So, like-
story is what you would want to use.
Yeah, so, like,
it would be
15
just the
feet.
1d6.
Yes, that would sound appropriate.
What about
right.
1d6 plus 1d3? Because it's like half this.
I'm just
We're-
trying to get Kyle killed, man.
We're going to take just the normal 1d6.
Do
So?
the lizard folk look more lizard, or are they more like Argonian? Sort of.
They look more lizard than Argonians. They've got like long necks and stuff.
Ah, okay.
Scales
cool.
and everything.
Gotcha.
Kyle even mentioned that he
They got
has some sort
backwards
of
legs.
mane type frill
Yeah, the
of some sort.
Gotcha.
So Kyle, what'd you roll?
Oh, I had to roll something?
Yeah, go
I
ahead and
thought you had to
roll 1d6. I wouldn't leave it up
Oh,
to
you're
you.
making him roll his own damage?
Yeah,
Brutal.
this was his choice.
Fuck. Now I want to roll high. Cool. I got a 6.
Oh.
Nice. So that's a total of 7 damage so far.
Jesus Christ.
I'm at 3 health.
Oh,
So
okay.
this is going great.
Kyle jumps out the window without any hesitation. Arms splayed, legs apart, face
No,
straight
you
into the ground. There's a new starfish.
You guys ever seen Princess and the Frog?
Can I
Yes.
go over and make like a survival check on him or something? Like
He's still breathing, and you can see that once
I'm
you
not
get
that
closer.
Alright.
I'm just providing examples of lizard folk for those of us who don't know what they look like.
Ah,
Gotcha.
cool.
I like the
Yeah,
second
good
one.
guess.
That's definitely what Kyle looks like. The second
Yeah,
Exactly.
one.
I love it.
why do you think I asked if you've ever seen The Princess and the Frog?
So, Kyle, do you slowly get back up, I assume?
Yeah, I'm gonna heal
Winded.
myself.
How are you going
I'm
to
gonna
heal?
walk downstairs while this is all
spending
happening.
a spell slot already.
I'm just kind of like impatiently edging towards the like the path to the city. Like I kind of just want to get out of here with
Crazy.
these.
Wait, we don't know if a path leads
There
to a
is
city. They didn't
no
What
tell
we
us.
saw is not a
directly
path.
to
Okay,
it.
well,
It would be through the woods of which to get to
Yeah,
the
I
city.
think,
Well, I
think
guess
you would know
that
the direction that
direction.
it's in, but yeah.
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 So Kyle, you used a spell slot of yours.
Oh.
What did you use?
Healing word?
Healing word. I'm currently bringing up your character sheet.
Hang on. We got a cleric who eats goblins?
Yeah. Is that
Is there something strange about this situation?
Very.
It completely ignoring the fact that they're also a lizard.
Yeah, we're not racist. What the hell, dude?
Unless you're Jared.
Wait, what did you use,
Bruh.
Kyle?
Healing word?
Healing word? Oh, did you change a little bit from the OG character
do you
sheet?
mean?
Are you using your first level character?
Yeah.
Okay. What first level spells do you have then?
Healing word and guiding bolt.
Okay.
That's a cleric.
Yep.
Correct. So,
Do-do-do.
I guess Sidman's like when the person falls out of the window, he's just like, "Oh, okay, we are no longer involved in this situation," and I start following Sala towards the woods. Like, yes, where are we going? Let's go quickly.
The person has not moved at all since they jumped out the window.
We are no longer involved in this situation. Let us distance ourselves from it as far as possible.
I'd have to agree with you.
Well, since
Um,
Acalia was like waiting on me in the woods, does she like offer a direction at all?
She's
hang on,
looking
hang
at
on,
you.
hang on. Where the person ran off into the woods? Right?
No, the person
No,
is
she
still
jumped out
laying
the
on the
window
ground.
and fell unconscious or some shit.
I thought that was
Okay,
Kyle.
so when I walk out, no, they both jumped out the window.
Okay.
When I walk out of the house, I'm and see the person laying on the ground, I'm gonna run over and use lay on hands.
Lay on hands does
Is an action. I can detach a creature and draw power from the pool to restore a number of HP to that creature up to the maximum amount remaining in your pool.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, basically he can touch people and heal them.
Cool.
Isn't that like an oh shit button?
That's
Oh,
wow.
okay. Oh, okay.
And that's the entire description for lay on hands for you.
Mhm.
One
I'm just
second.
gonna boop them and heal them for 2
Okay.
HP because I
So
only have a pool of 5.
they start to wake up, and they kind of look around and they see.
I lean back a little and kind of give them their space.
They look at you and they kind of draw the connection of, I thought I just jumped out the window, and then seeing you and this guy above you, it's like, oh, I did jump out the window. Huh. And then they look to their side and they see the giant lizard.
While they're looking around, I'm very quick to kind of, in a very reassuring voice, go, calm down. You've taken a bit of a fall. Trying to make sure you're okay. You might be a little dazed.
They're
Ignore
completely
the lizard
like,
man.
they, as you said,
And
they're very
I'm going
dazed.
to. Can I roll persuasion for like trying to persuade this person to remain chill?
Yeah.
Sick.
But chill the fuck out, roll.
Real quick on the character sheets, let's just use perception for example. I've got it checked and it says +3. When I roll, since it's also wisdom, do I add the wisdom modifier to that, or is it already calculated in the +3?
If it's checked and it says wisdom, it's adding your proficiency for the check and the wisdom modifier.
Okay, so it's not a +4, it's just a +3 then.
Correct.
Mhm.
Gotcha. Okay.
I rolled
Didn't
a
know if that was
26.
Jesus.
Damn, dude.
Whoa.
Paladin go burr.
So they are chill, in your words. They have just like possibly risen from the dead or something like that from their perspective, and they're just like, what in the world is going on, is literally what they said. And they're looking to you.
That is our question as well. Like I said earlier, my friends and I woke up without knowing where we are and only vaguely remembering who we are.
Yeah.
Why did that scare you so badly?
Because of all the people who forgot everything.
What do you? There's other people who are forgetting things, and I kind of like look over my shoulder at specifically Sidman and kind of like gesture like, take notes.
They're like, of course. Everyone knows before the Great War that lots of people lost their minds and couldn't get them back.
Wait, did you say
Okay.
war?
Well, we don't know that, so this is news to us. Great War.
This is less than promising.
They're like, yes, the war about, they're thinking, counting on their fingers, 2.5 years ago, maybe 3. I think we're approaching 3.
What was involved in this Great War?
They look over
Apparently a
towards
bunch
you.
of amnesiacs.
They're like, between the city and the ones who came out of the ground, they're snapping their fingers, but they can't come out
Hey.
with a name.
I just kind of like look back at Sidman and with
I knew nothing
and
about this.
slightly
I'm gonna,
larger than
I'm gonna
normal
ask,
eyes.
do you mean the dwarves?
Yes, the dwarves, the horrible dwarves,
Horrible.
Oh.
the creatures from the depths, the ones who. They start to freak out again.
And I put another. I put my hand on their shoulder again, and kind of try and reassure them. And I expend another point from my pool to heal them 1 hit point to help them feel just a little bit better.
I assure you, I am the only squat around. There are no dwarves. Don't panic. They're ugly, but they're not that ugly. Come on.
They, the person's like, there was just so much death back then. I'd like
Well,
to not think of it.
let's- We can move on from that. What's your name?
They start to try to think.
And realizing that they're kind of trying to think of their own name, my name is Tylane. And I point to Sidman and go, short one over there, Sidman. He's all bark, no bite. Uh,
Hey, I have
I point at the
plenty beef.
lizard. I haven't quite figured that one out, but he means well, I think.
I'll
And
lick
then-
my eyeball.
They don't
I-
like you. They immediately give a scowl towards your general direction.
Just stare back at him.
And
my
I
head.
gesture towards Tanelia and Solid and say, I don't know much about those two either, but I don't think they'll hurt you.
This person looks towards Salia.
Jokingly.
It's like, oh my god! A demon!
Actually, devil, but whatever.
Oh my god, you actually.
I just grin and look on.
Ignorant peasants. I kind of chuckle.
Um,
Wait,
so
so-
I ask again, what's your name? We can all be friends here.
I. They
Oh,
start
you're
to.
yelling at us for forgetting things, and now look at you.
the
I
person.
am so scared. She can't remember.
The person is obviously just still like a little bit dazed from jumping out the window, coming back almost from the dead, and they can't quite remember their name. They say Sha-Sha-SHA. I
I'm-
can't. It Sha-Sha-SHA.
Shirley?
They start
Shirley
to get louder.
Temple?
Sha-Sha-SHA.
Oh Jesus.
I start
Yes.
helping them stand, and I say, let's get you inside and get you some soup.
We may want to check to see if she's had a concussion.
I was gonna have a Kalia go up and lick her or lick his face.
And yeah, I'm gonna walk them back inside and rummage around the kitchen and see if there's anything that can be turned into soup easily.
There's some
Campbell's
tomatoes
chicken
actually,
noodle.
similar to the ones that are in the little garden in the front. Those would be easily made into tomato soup.
you find
Cool.
a can of Campbell's chicken noodle IPA.
I'm gonna start making soup.
All right. The person decides to go to their room and lay down. They've been through a lot, and they just need a nap.
While I'm making soup, I kind of peek my head out the door and say, "Do you guys want to come in, sit down? I'm making soup."
Well, if we're already giving people concussions, dropping them out windows, may as well do some simple breaking and entering and theft. Why not?
I'm gonna ask Tylane if he would like me to go forage some ingredients for the soup.
Yeah, if you'd like,
Okay.
just making tomato soup.
Okay.
All
I'm
right.
gonna go look for some. I'm gonna go
Wow.
forage for some berries.
I'm gonna patrol. Look around.
Berries?
Yeah. Throw some berries in that
Berries.
soup.
Berries?
Throw some
soup. Is this some
berries in the
sort
soup.
of surface
If you-
delicacy?
If you come back with berries, I will actually slap them out of your hand. That is a culinary disgrace.
No, it's not. Clearly,
soup?
you have never eaten from the forest.
Clearly, you have never eaten soup.
I've
Um,
made soup many a time.
I'm going to pause the game for a second. I really, really need to take a piss.
Okay, don't fall in.
I'll try
no,
not
no,
to.
no, no, no. Bo needs to fall in.
Okay.
It won't be the first time this month he's fallen in urine.
Wait,
True.
wait a minute.
Dogs
Oh
suck.
god, I need to know this. Oh
Addy
no.
peed at the bottom of the stairs. He came
Oh,
downstairs at
no.
like 10 p.m. Slipped, and yeah,
Oh no.
That's so tragic.
Oh no.
yeah. I went to go grab food like shortly afterwards, and he's just like really dejectedly putting his hoodie in the washing machine, and he goes, "Addy peed at the bottom of the stairs." I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go clean that up." He's like, "Yeah, I fell in it," and just kind of walked back upstairs. And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
All right. I got ice cream.
Ooh, nice.
Hell yeah.
So, you all have
I found
had
a
some soup for the day. Chris,
Soup
actually,
for my family.
let me pull up a sheet. You would be searching the forest a little bit.
Yeah.
Are you looking more for a particular type of food or in general?
I'm gonna look for like some I guess they would be considered spices, but like leaves, like like thyme or rosemary or like
That's
something like
herbs.
yeah, herbs. There
Spices are made from everything
we go. Yeah,
other
not
than the leaves.
yeah. I didn't
All
know
right.
what the word I was looking.
So you're
for was.
looking for a more specific variety of foods. So I'm going to
Yeah,
have
just
you
some
make
herbs to toss in there.
a nature check.
Okay. 20, 22.
All right. You come across a little sprout of a plant
Hmm.
growing on the floor. There's some around it, and it seems like the person has come not too far from their home and actually gathered from this area before.
Cool.
I'm assuming you just like pluck the plant out of the ground, and it has some red roots. But
I don't take the
you-
whole plant. I just pluck some leaves off of it.
Oh,
just
the
enough.
leaves. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you have
Jared,
a
you might
couple
find this chart really
leaves
interesting.
of random plant found near
Yes.
wood cabin.
Yes.
All right.
Ooh.
And what did you say you rolled on this again?
23.
All right.
Modified,
Yeah.
obviously.
Nah, natural 23.
Yeah. Got that D23 here, fam.
Mm-hmm. And Chris walks back into the house, holding said random plant. Mitchell, you let Tanelia put this in the pot of soup?
I'm going to take the plant and wash it and pick the leaves off of it to add it to the soup.
Well, at least it's
And-
not berries.
You shut your whore mouth.
very
Berry
true.
soup is delicious.
I am
That's just a
concerned for your well-being.
jam. Do you not know cooking?
I do know cooking. I've survived a long time in these woods.
You sound like
Surviving and
wolves
making
taught you
good
to
food
cook.
are very different things.
All right. So, spice is being added to the.
Yeah.
Spice.
Yeah.
And
Sugar,
when it's
spice, and everything nice.
finished, tomato soup generally takes about a half hour to a little over that to simmer down.
Mhm.
When it's ready, I'm going to start filling a few bowls, and then I'm gonna take one upstairs and to our friend, our Sha-Sha-SHA.
Yep. All right. So, you go upstairs, give them some food. They've They're done with their little nap. They're sitting up in their bed. And
Hey, friend. I hope you don't mind, but I used some of your tomatoes to make some tomato soup. Thought that might help you feel a little bit better.
oh, thank you. Thank you. They take the soup.
Hang on. Can I roll for performance to see how good the soup actually tastes?
Oh, yeah, I was going to ask you actually. Yeah. So, performance.
Hang on. What is my performance? Hey, nice. Not nice.
See, you
It's
should have let me put some
aight.
berries in it.
That would be an automatic negative 17.
So, negative 17. Wow. it, taking the soup, they sip a little bit, and they lick their lips a little bit. What? This isn't just tomatoes. It's tastes familiar. They snap their fingers. Oh yeah, the leafy plant outside, the one with the red roots. You added some of the leaves to the mixture? Yes?
Yeah, we added some spices that and I kind of snap a little. Tanelia found out in the woods.
They're like,
Tried
oh
to
yeah,
flavor it up.
when with this particular plant, it's good for you, but it tastes horrible.
Well, that's exactly what you needed.
Good choice, good choice. And they take another couple spoonfuls. So, you all said you were lost, and you seem to be kind folk, or at least some of you are kind folk.
Except for the short.
No, except
Excuse
this
me, I'm
fucking
not the one that
lizard.
chased her out a window.
Lizard folk are, what size? Like, decently
Oh,
sized,
big.
normally.
They're huge. I'm 7'8", so
Jesus.
They're still
not
size
7'8",
class
6'8",
medium.
6'8",
but
6'8", sorry.
I
That's
was
still
about to say
Gonna
that's
say-
very big.
And I'm just standing
I
in
was
the
about
corner.
to say, 7'8", I would be running for the hills. 6'8", I'd still be running for the hills. Because giant
Yeah,
lizard
I mean,
thing?
you know Jared, you run from him all the time.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
Brian is genuinely scary to be around sometimes. The man is literally a foot taller than me.
Yep.
What?
Yeah, he's sick.
Chris
Brian
and
is
I's
6'8".
friend Brian is 6'8". He is legitimately a full foot taller than me, and he towers over people. Ask Jared.
He has to bend
It is
down to
correct.
go through every single doorway ever created.
I still think
Oof.
it was really funny that the kitchen part of where he works it's like lowered a couple feet down. So I was like, this man is one of the tallest people I know, and Jared's just looking over.
Like,
He's like
he's
not
kind of
even
tall.
chest height for me, like where he's standing, and then he walks out and he's like huge. Jared goes, "Oh,
Alright. So, you all, which direction did you come from?
we up the mountain," and I kind of like gesture in whichever direction that would be.
They're like,
From inside, you know.
oh, the mountain range. Okay. And you don't remember why you were there at all?
No, we just woke up with a dead goblin, and I am purposely leaving out why the goblin's dead.
Yeah. A dead goblin. Okay. I mean, okay. Don't normally. Okay. Whatever. Okay.
Just say okay.
Okay.
Okay,
They
Say
seem to
okay
be
one
very
more time.
okay with this scenario.
I hate it. It's like when someone says, "I'm fine," but you know they're not fine.
Exactly.
Me at Chris every day.
Yep.
there's not many reasons people would be coming down from the mountains or even up to the mountains, considering
And you haven't seen anyone like going up that way, or possibly seen anything weird in the last few days?
no,
I can't imagine we were up there very long.
the the no one comes out here. You all normally people don't come out here. It's very unusual to see such an array of strange people.
I can imagine our group's probably the strangest to have waltzed in.
They chuckle a little bit.
What do you mean?
You're downstairs.
Oh, okay.
Sidman's just like got the lizard holding him up against the floor to listen to the conversation.
Oh my god. Yeah, totally.
I can see it.
All right.
I asked them, do you want to come downstairs and kind of help us figure out together what and or where we should go? We've got a few people who might be a little bit better than I am at getting us back towards the city if you know a direction.
Okay, yes. Keep the monster on the other side of the room and we'll be fine. And they
Will
start to
do.
get out the bed.
And so I start walking downstairs, and as soon as I come down into visible space, I lock eyes with the lizard, and I point at him and I say, "You, corner, now."
I
I
walk
would also
over
like
the
to
corner.
mention that Acalia is lying down on the floor inside the cabin.
What
Is
were you
the
gonna say,
robot-
Kyle?
Inside?
Of course not. The fumes would kill us all.
I
Running
just
low
walk
on
over
oil.
to them.
What was that, Kyle?
I just walk over to the corner.
Sick.
He learned.
Put a chair in it.
I
It's the naughty
learned.
corner.
You misbehaved.
It's the cannibal corner.
Oh my gosh. Hopefully that's the only
you're
person in the
cold.
cannibal corner right now.
Yeah, by the end of the campaign, who knows?
All right. So the person comes walking downstairs. They peer around the corner of the stairs as they come on down. See the lizard in the far
I
corner.
just see a 6'8" lizard standing face in a corner.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm in the corner.
Like
That's
you
hilarious.
can understand why this person's been a little bit on edge ever
Yeah, a
little
since. But they come on out, trusting Mitchell at this point to not have them killed. Hopefully. And they actually bring out a little map of the area from a drawer that they have tucked away. In the very center of the map is actually a very rough sketch of their house with a little garden and clothesline that was up at one point. To the northern part of the map is a vast array of mountains. To the southern is the vast forest that actually wraps around the east and west.
Hmm.
And then there are a couple things to note on the map. Is that there is a great tree, which they point at, and they say, "Stay away from this. It's dangerous, and most people who go to it never come back."
Okay, I'm copying the location of the great tree into my notebook.
What is exactly dangerous about the tree?
Well, just no one ever comes back from it, and you never know what could happen. No one's ever come back.
Another classic peasant superstition to go over and dismiss. We'll add that to the itinerary.
As they're kind of giving us the rundown of the map, I ask, "Did you draw this?"
Yes, yes.
Not a terrible
Pretty
pen.
good. I've seen
Thank you.
worse by people who get paid far more.
Oh, why, thank you. They point to the very bottom is a small supposed town. They mentioned that this is where they would go to grab supplies and things of that sort. But they haven't been in a little while because summer was good. Their little crops did well enough. They didn't need to go to the town for any reason. They probably will when winter gets closer, but it's approximately early fall right now. To the other side, the so the tree is to the east, and to the west is a small river. They said that this is they sway a little bit, a easy way to go to head to the town. You can see that it kind of goes towards the town in a general sense.
To the north or the south?
It runs north to south, mountains through the forest towards the town, but not directly towards it. It winds a bit and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And you said the mountains are north.
Yes. Mountains north, city south.
Perfect. I've got a beautiful little map doodled out.
I hope you do.
I'm just gonna take a mental image of this map.
um
I'm looking in
And-
the corner for something.
You found a fly.
with they mentioned that the river is a decent way to travel along. You shouldn't get lost as long as you continue along it. And once you reach the part where it splits, keep to the left. On the map, you do not see the river split.
Left, not right. Excellent.
This is about all they have to say for their map.
Well,
Mm.
that was more than enough of what we were looking for. Thank you, and thank you for allowing me to use your tomatoes.
You're welcome.
She's down. They're downstairs now, right? Showing off the map.
Yeah, everyone's downstairs.
Yeah.
Okay, I said yes, thank you. This is much more along the lines of what I expected from the folk above. I had heard nothing but tales of cherry hearths and boisterous taverns, and the first thing I see and I can get up here is, well, nobody because they're running and screaming.
They kind of glare at you in a way, but don't say anything in particular.
Kind of look over and
I keep
gesture
I keep
at the
eating soup.
lizard and go, "Wouldn't you run?"
I did.
And
I did.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Remember when you came out the cave? I backed out behind Ted.
Oh yeah.
literally ran from you.
Ran from
Um,
you, ran from the wolf, ran from the dragons.
I just
Also
blink.
ran from me very briefly.
Wait, I'm sorry. Choked the lizard, ran away from the
Yeah,
ran away from the
choked
dragons.
me. No, you're afraid
I
of
deny
me.
all allegations of assault.
Wait, hang on. He's a gnome, right?
Yes.
His hands are like a lot smaller than like a normal person.
My hands are perfectly normally sized, thank you very much.
Okay,
And-
Trump.
And lizards have really thick necks. So how is he like
So
the
Look,
math
what-
man,
doesn't
don't
add
question
up?
it.
You just
What I
caught me off
picture-
guard.
Don't question it.
Well,
You just caught
what
me
I
off
picture is that they went directly for the windpipe.
Ah.
Oh yeah, I was holding his windpipe in my hand. His Adam's apple.
He's just
That sounds
grabbing it.
painful. Which I guess is kind of the point.
Yeah.
Do these Adam's apples grow on trees as well?
I'm gonna ban you.
All right.
But after thanking our friend, I start to kind of gather everyone, start shoving us out the door. And as we're trying to get them to go, I asked, did you happen to remember your name, friend?
No. It,
Okay.
it begins with should should
Okay.
should.
Well, I wouldn't think too hard on it.
Oh.
It'll come back.
Oh,
Should I look over them?
But
and see if
before they let you leave, they actually remember something. Oh. Give me 1 second. And they run towards what would be a back door to the house. Run outside for a couple seconds. They actually come back holding a little twig of berries. And they say, each one of you, go ahead and eat up.
Huh.
Hmm.
Can I make an investigation check?
Yes.
Or not investigation. I guess it'd be, yeah, insight would be probably
Okay.
what I'm looking for here.
So you're looking as their motives instead of the plant itself.
Just yeah.
Okay.
No, let me insight the berries.
Yeah, exactly. I was like,
think I
investigation, berries.
immediately
Okay.
popped in my mouth, but yeah.
All right. So looking towards their motives.
Because we literally all just ate. I made sure of this.
Could I take them and like see
That's
if
a 7.
Acalia will eat it?
After Mitchell goes ahead and makes his roll.
His
I did.
7?
I rolled
Yeah.
a 7.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Oh, hell.
Oh, I was looking at that one game instead of the actual.
Jared, your thing is just dog from Half-Life 2.
I thought it looked
So-
like Bosco from
I
Deep
love
Rock.
it.
No. It straight up looks like dog from Half-Life.
Oh my god, yeah, it does kind of have the faceplate thing going on.
Like
from what you can tell, they are eager for you to have this, and you sense no ill will towards you. They seem to trust you, and this is a gift of some sort.
Yep.
And Chris, you said you wanted to give one to the dog.
I'm gonna
Yeah, I want to
pop
see if
one in my
Acalia
mouth.
will eat it.
Wait, no.
The
Don't
dog.
I see nothing wrong with it, so I'm gonna
I've
eat it.
already eaten it.
Okay, so the dog, Mitchell and Jared have already eaten them.
I'm gonna watch them. Take a second.
Well, I
See
don't
what
feel like I'm dying yet.
Sorry,
Does
now
anyone
you-
else?
I'm also
Yeah.
just gonna hold off for like a minute.
Yeah.
I'm like just kind of tapping my foot to keep time. I'm like, well, 60 seconds in, haven't died. Anybody else feel up for eating?
I'm full.
And they're like, okay. I hope you all have a safe travel. The rest of you should probably eat one of those. It'll help you out. It'll keep you a little bit better off than you might be otherwise.
I just want you to know that if you're cursing us or poisoning us, there are punishments for these sorts of things.
They chuckle a little bit. Don't worry,
Hold up.
everything will be all right.
With that said, I do eat one of them.
Just remember, Lizard Man.
Since
That's all.
Acalia ate it, I will also eat one.
Okay, so it's
Oh, poor
only
Caleb.
so it's only a
Only
boss that
Kyle
has
and
not
the
eaten
Like
one.
robot.
chocolate berries.
What?
The dog dies.
No, if she sniffed it and ate it, then I feel like I can trust
Jared. I need you to feed one to your artifact.
that. Artifact only eats oil.
Does it have a name?
It has a designation.
Don't be pedantic.
Robot 862 B.
So it's only a boss that has not
pedantic
eaten.
comment was in character.
Good.
As a head count, everyone's eaten a berry except for a boss.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Everyone else who's eaten a berry, go ahead and make note that you are now level 5.
What?
What?
All right.
Alrighty then.
So
Do they
our
feel
healer is
like
level
they're-
1.
Hold on. Do they feel like they're level 5? Do they
Alright,
feel
let
like?
me, let me trash this level 1 sheet.
Answer the question, Bo.
What, Kyle?
Do they feel like they're level 5?
What do you mean
Yep.
feel like they're level 5?
Do they feel a change?
They feel more energized, I guess is the best terminology.
Anything significant enough to tell the group?
Hold on. I
Tell the
think
group
I'm
what?
level
I ate a
5.
berry. It was delicious.
They just have
I
eaten a berry.
think I
If
hear
not, then I'll
something.
just hold on to it.
All right.
Who said you get to hold
Well,
on?
if you don't want it, I'll eat it.
The berry evaporates.
Level 10.
Sorry, Kyle.
I mean, if no one senses a difference, I'm just gonna hold on to it.
Yeah.
It's your
All
lucky
right.
berry.
Kyle's just gonna be perpetually 5 levels behind.
It's like a bag of holding for items. You're holding levels.
Exactly. There you go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cash it in when I. Oh, wait. After I die? Before I die?
Save it for your next character.
Next campaign is where people walk upon your bodies sprawled
I'm
out, and however you die, and Kyle, whoever he's playing, just picks up the berry and eats it straight off the bat.
I'm just gonna inspect them as they're walking. That's it.
All right.
Just to
You
see if they
all
die.
start to head off into the woods. This will be where we end our first session.
Oh, then
God
I'm gonna eat the berry.
damn it. God damn it.
Rip Kyle.
What the fuck, Bo?
You done good.
Thank you.
Magical.
Yeah.
You have set up a hell of a vibe. We've got
Nope.
poetry, we've got goblin eating,
I
we've got amnesiac dwarves.
The goblin eating wasn't my thought process of what
Well
might
done,
happen,
Bo.
but
I'm
like,
so proud of your goblin eating.
But it also kind of makes sense that Kyle doesn't eat the berry. He's eaten goblin and
He's
he's
full,
eaten
yeah.
soup.
Yeah, I'm
he's,
full.
He's
Yeah.
well fed.
I'm good.
Not a plant eater.
does he get a buff from being well fed?
No.
Damn.
This isn't Breath of Wild.
Or Terraria.
I'm happy with this. I was
I'm
interested to
looking
see what you
forward.
guys would do.
I'm glad I could make soup.
Any D&D game in which cooking is a major feature is a good one.
Mhm.
Wholesome
Just
saying.
campaign.
It's like Stardew Dungeon.
Thailand is just the group dad.
Yes.
So
I'm
far,
barreling towards
not
my
wrong.
Yeah.
Kyle, don't worry about it. You don't need levels. You've got a gnome.
Have fun with +4 healing.
Yeah, I was debating at the very beginning whether I wanted you guys to take one session as level 1, or as soon as you wake up, you become level
A
5.
singular attack was made at level 1 unless Kyle gets into a fight before he eats a berry. And
Hopefully not.
it was a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
Well, technically,
Plus-
Kyle already made an attack, so he punted me.
failed.
Remember?
Oh,
I
and
didn't
he
punch.
tried to
It was
grab
like,
the person.
And Jared
And he-
choked Kyle.
So yeah,
Did
my
Jared
character's
roll
doing
for
great.
that?
I rolled
Kyle
damage.
also
Yeah.
fell out of a fucking window. So
Almost
there's
died.
that.
True.
Dying of fall damage.
Wait,
at
is
level
he
1.
even gonna get a chance to eat the berry later on?
It's gonna
Hopefully,
spoil in his pocket.
Hopefully. Hopefully is a
Don't
good
worry.
word.
We're just gonna be walking down the road. He's gonna go to take it out of his pocket, and it's just gonna have squished.
Oh, I was
Don't say
thinking
that.
molded. It's just completely molded at some point.
we literally walked out. Give me a second.
Honestly, it might be a good move. Like, you don't know if these berries are poisonous later on. It could be
I
some
feel
type
like
of
it's not.
high.
That's why I
is
rolled
like-
the insight, and I was kind of sad that I rolled so low, and I was like, well, even
because
if
we
it
took
is
the-
rude, I gotta do it.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Because we
Oh.
took the deal with the witch, we can't get the good ending anymore.
No, you guys lost that
Warlock,
opportunity
not
when you
witch.
accidentally killed the goblin.
Also, goddamn, Bo specifically said this person was a dude.
Yes.
Yep.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's a dude with a chick's voice.
Yes.
Yeah, but he said dude,
Yeah.
and everyone said she for like
Yeah.
the entire session.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
So I thought about it for half a second and then just kind of was brainless. I'm not going to claim that I was saying she intentionally, but until I went inside and saw this person, I think Sidman just assumed it was a woman. Just heard
Mhm.
the voice.
Well,
Eh,
Sidman's
fair
an asshole, so.
Well,
Whoa,
this
what
this
the
as well. This
fuck
as
was
well.
that?
Yeah, that's nothing new. We know this.
I also did my best to try and like portray it as a female voice.
Let
You
me
did
just.
good.
Sidman's all like, let me just walk in real quick. It's fine.
Yeah, at the very beginning.
Yeah. who does
Crack
that?
door.
Barge
All right,
in.
we're going in.
Seriously.
I'm glad I've gotten several chances to just palm Sidman's head. Just lift him.
Yes, those are vital moments in
It,
every campaign.
what's happened so far really sets up the like dynamics between you all, which is so interesting to see right off the bat.